What's up guys, it's Lord Bother here with another video, and it finally happened this week. Deadpool and Wolverine has crossed the $1 billion mark. This comes to us from CNBC. Over the weekend, Disney and Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine became only the second R-rated film to top $1 billion at the global box office. And it's on its way to become the highest grossing R-rated film of all time. Currently, that record is held by Warner Bros. Joker. And with all the financial problems Warner Bros. Is having, their company might not exist much longer. So that might be the last R-rated film they ever make that makes that much money. Which tallied over $1.078 billion during its theatrical run in 2019, according to data from ComScore. As of Sunday's estimated numbers, Deadpool and Wolverine has tallied $1.029 billion. Yeah, so just naturally, this thing is going to become the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. This film set the blueprint for how to create the perfect box office beast, from a novel marketing strategy which included a viral popcorn bucket to a perfect release date, with Ryan Reynolds' tireless promotion of the film, and most importantly, a great movie that, embraced by critics and fans alike, led up to this moment a mere 3 weeks into the film's amazing run in theaters across the globe. Well, you should have expected Ryan Reynolds to do great promotion for this film. He's wanted a Deadpool and Wolverine link-up movie forever, and he's always done a very good job at promoting the Deadpool movies. Also, I always think it's funny about the viral popcorn bucket stuff. Some memers made one pussy joke about the Dune 2 popcorn bucket, and now we have an entire industry based upon this meme. Another great moment for Disney after what was rather a slow post-pandemic period for the studio. Deadpool and Wolverine is the first R-rated Marvel Cinematic Universe flick, as the previous two Deadpool films were produced and distributed by 20th Century Fox. Disney acquired the studio back in 2019. It is also the second Disney film to top $1 billion at the global box office this year. Pixar's Inside Out 2 has generated more than $1.5 billion since its opening June. You gotta love Pixar. Pixar can churn out trash movie after trash movie the past decade and still save itself somehow by putting out one hit. Box office analysts expect Deadpool and Wolverine won't be the last for the company this year either. Moana 2 is set to hit theaters over Thanksgiving holiday, and forecasts suggest it could reach the $1 billion mark. I don't think Moana 2 is going to reach that $1 billion mark. I don't know much about the first Moana film. I didn't see it. I don't actually even know how much money it made, but I don't think it has the same kind of gravitas and pull as other franchises do. The massive box office successes come after a string of misfires from Disney's traditionally bulletproof franchises, including the lowest opening and lowest haul for a Marvel film ever. That's the Marvels they're talking about right there. They don't want to put the name up because of, a whole bunch of agenda stuff and all that, but that's the movie they're talking about. As Disney seeks to rebuild its reputation and recapture the box office magic, it is relying heavily on existing beloved franchises. During the company's biannual D23 Expo, it shared details about its upcoming titles from all its studios. This included major animated sequels like Toy Story 5, Zootopia 2, Frozen 3, Incredibles 3, as well as a slew of Marvel titles like Captain America Brave New World, Thunderbolts, The Fantastic Four, First Steps, Blade. Yeah, I'm sure that Blade movie will get made. Avengers Doomsday, previously titled Kang Dynasty. I like how they're just memory holing the whole Kang Dynasty thing. They should just title the next film Avengers. Please don't think about domestic abuse. And Avengers Secret Wars. That one should just be titled Avengers, It's Rebootin' Time. Because we all know that's what their plan is to do with the franchise there. There was also footage shown of The Mandalorian and the Little Green Fucker. The Mandalorian and Grogu. The first Star Wars film set to grace the big screen since Rise of Skywalker in 2019. So it looks like we've officially gotten there, folks. Not just Marvel, but it seems all of Disney is well into their greatest hits album phase. The only thing they seem to be producing now is sequels to franchises they've already created. Their two largest films of the year are sequel films. They're bringing back Robert Downey Jr., because both RDJ and Disney know they need each other really to be successful. You'll also notice that nowhere in this article, or unless you look up it specifically about D23, do you see any information on the film Hoppers. which seems to be Disney's film where they make a preteen girl or child or whatever change her brain with a beaver and learns about the secret lives of beavers and tries to help stop their land from being destroyed by some evil real estate mogul or something like that, which sounds like a shitty prequel to Over the Hedge. It's the type of film that when I read the article about it from D23, I literally said, what the actual fuck? Honestly, reading the synopsis, I was like, did the guys at Pixar find their 1980s cocaine again? This is either going to be something that's really great or something as awful as it sounds. Literally, the synopsis sounds like somebody did a line and said, what if we took Avatar and Over the Hedge and we just made them into one movie? I don't think there's any franchises that are going to be made out of that film, just saying. It's no surprise Disney is going back to the well with these films. The Toy Story franchise generated $3.2 billion at the global box office. The two Frozen films surpassed $2.7 billion worldwide. The two Incredibles films tallied $1.8 billion globally, and Zootopia reached $1 billion worldwide during its run in 2016. I always wondered why they never made a second Zootopia movie. I never got the hype behind it. I saw it, I thought it was okay. But it did make a lot of money when it came out. Even I knew that back then in 2016. As for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, its highest grossing film franchise of all time, topping $30 billion at the global box office since 2008. And Star Wars has a solid track record, generating more than $10 billion in ticket sales since A New Hope hit theaters in 1977. I like that they did that there. They included the sales before Disney bought them. Just so we're all clear, Star Wars didn't make any money for Disney before they bought them. And it hasn't made a lot of money for them since they bought it. But anyway, yeah, Deadpool hit $1 billion this weekend. Probably going to be the highest grossing rated R movie of all time. I did see the film. I thought it was good. I don't think it was really worth the $1 billion that it's making. But people are so starved for good content that they're willing to take this, and honestly, Ryan Reynolds does do a great job of promoting these films. Not all the comedy lands like in the previous Deadpool films. It does seem to have kind of that Marvel sheen on everything too. It definitely feels more formulaic in that Disney Marvel sense. I think if this film came out in, say, 2019, it would have done maybe somewhere between $750 and $800 million. But you combine all the things we're experiencing in pop culture right now, and you're going to get this kind of reaction to a film like this. And I do think that this might be the last really big Marvel film that, goes over $1 billion. Now, I did say, and a lot of people said that they thought Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was going to be the last big film for Marvel. And it turned out it wasn't because of this. I do have to say, though, that was before Marvel really acquired Deadpool. And also, we didn't really know if a third Deadpool movie was going to happen. We especially didn't really know if a Deadpool and Wolverine movie was ever going to happen. And yes, there is potential that Robert Downey Jr.'s return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe could drive people to come back further for things like Avengers Doomsday. And the Fantastic Four does have some hype around it, though it also has a fair amount of detractors as well. So will Deadpool and Wolverine be the last $1 billion film for Marvel? The answer is I'm just really not that sure. I think it will be, but time will tell. But those are just my thoughts on this. If you got your own thoughts, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, I appreciate you listening to all of it. I'll talk to you again later.